Hi everyone, welcome to today's episode of the trade of the day. Right, for today's trade of the day, I will be looking at the Aussie yen. Now, why I chose the Aussie yen is because so far this week, the Aussie has been the best performing currency, right, out of all the G8 currencies. And of course, the yen movement so far has also been muted. So I just want to take a look at the Aussie yen, and also this currency gives us a good gauge of whether the market is more risk on or risk off. So let's start off with the daily. Now on the daily, it's a clear-cut thing that price has been slowly drifting downwards, right? Price has been making a high, low, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower low, right? So over here, we either expect price to come to stop here and reverse, okay, or otherwise price may come up to the same level here as well, okay, to the same level here. All right, so price is on a daily is in a downtrend, so we just want to see how far price can move. So let's focus on the more recent areas. But before I do that, can draw a trend line starting from this high here and then trying to tap as many points as possible, right? You can see that this trend line held quite nicely since 2018, and then price tested it another two more times in December 2019 and January 2020, and then price is now back holding here once more. So the trend line looks really fragile. Price could easily break out, pull back, retest, and go higher. Or otherwise, price can just reject off this trend line and move lower. However, we have yet to see any confirmation of a rejection. Okay, so now we actually see that price made a sharp push up and then came back down, and then another sharp push up and then came back down before going higher. So let's take this last recent movement, this sharp push up and then coming back down, to use a Fibonacci extension to see whether this level really falls in line with any Fibonacci ratios. Okay, so 0.1, 0.2, and 0.3. And right now, price is really testing the 100%, right? It's a zone. The next level that price will test, if surpassing it, will be the 161.80. Okay, so because I want to leave some room for the market, I'm just going to put my resistance at this level here. Here, I'll call it the daily resistance. Okay, now that I have the daily resistance, okay, graphically, of course, I'm going to put my daily support over here. Now, why I put it here is because this level is a very strong resistance turn support, right? We see the price broke out, came back and tested it, and now it's going higher. Okay, so let me call this the daily support. So now that we have the daily resistance and daily support, let's quickly go down to the 4 hours. All right, I can remove this trend line because it's too far away, and I'll just bring this line closer because you guys know already that we got it right at the top, and it's also the 161. Okay, so on the 4 hours, we see that price is actually on an uptrend, right? And not just that, we can actually take this zigzag here to see how far price can go up. So let's do that. 0.1, 0.2, 0.3, and price is coming close right now to the 161.8. All right, so we're not sure because the Fibonacci levels are not lining up too nicely. What I like to do is take a graphical level, and normally I'll just take a graphical level from here further back. Okay, it's interesting to note that this graphical level is a good resistance, okay, where price tested it 3 times. So coming up, price could test it one more time before a small pullback. Okay, so let's just highlight this as a 4-hour resistance. Okay, so we have the 4-hour resistance. Where then do we put the 4-hour support? All right. So right now, I just want to show that price made a strong push. Right, the real up movement. Okay, here there was push up, and then price came back down. Of course, here price pushed up and came back down before pushing up and coming back down again, sort of this wave movement. However, this push up here is the strongest, right? You can take this entire move as one movement on its own. So because this is one movement on its own, we can do a retracement from the low all the way to where price currently is. So we take from low to where price currently is, and we open up Fibonacci, all Fibonacci levels. Okay, and interestingly enough, you see that the daily support that we found is in line, is quite close to the 61.8. And of course, the negative 61.8 retracement falls very close to the 161.80. All right, and the graphical level that I want to look out for is this, the 38.20. Okay, so I'll just highlight these few levels, the 61.8, okay, the 38.20, and of course the negative 61.8. Okay, so we tidy up the charts a bit, and these are the levels that we have. All right, and I'll put in the 4-hour support. Okay, so this will be the 4-hour support. Now, what this means is that on the daily, we are in a downtrend. Remember, on the daily, we are still in a downtrend. However, the 4 hours price is making a small push upwards. All right, so this could very well mean that price could push upwards to this level before coming back down again. Okay, so what I want to do is I want to use this 4-hour resistance as my sell entry. Right? Okay, I'll use this 4-hour resistance as my sell entry. Okay, and what I expect to see price do is just to come down to the 4-hour support. So this 4-hour support will be my take profit. Now, should price break above my sell entry and close above my sell entry, all right, the question then will be, where do I put my stop loss? Right, so there are various ways that we can find to put the stop loss. We can either put it at a negative 27.2, slightly higher. Okay, we can put the stop loss slightly higher here. All right. So if the stop loss is slightly higher over here, what it means is if price breaks above the negative 27.2 retracement and above the stop loss, I would actually be stopped out of my bearish trade, and I can just go long immediately and play towards the daily resistance to recoup some of the losses. All right, so this is how we'll take the trade. Okay, it's a short-term intraday trade. All right, so we just have to wait for it and see how it develops. Okay, so with that, thanks everyone for tuning in to today's trade of the day. Take care, and I'll catch you guys tomorrow.